and tonight is beer night. I'm going to tell you right now, I am sick, I am tired, and I am pissed off because I was kicked out of my room upstairs where I do my beer show. I was kicked out by my wife and by my little 3-year-old girl. She kicked me out to turn my little beer studio into her bedroom. And so now I'm stuck doing my show here in this study, which is a mess. I had to prop up my whiteboards on these shelf things here. They keep falling over. People can see me here and laugh at me. So, you know, I have to make do. And I said I'll do this show no matter how tired I am, no matter how sick I am, and no matter what the circumstances. So we're gonna do this. Okay, trivia shoutouts from last week. Dowtech Computers got the answer right. The question was, how many toilets are at the big Oktoberfest festival in Munich, Germany? And the answer was 1,800. I think there's about a kilometer long of urinals, and the rest are toilets. Great job, Dowtech. And a couple of comments about that. Rachel said, you know it's going to be a good time when you have an entire kilometer of urinals at your disposal. Pun intended. Good one, Rachel. And my mom commented, and by the way, you know my show is gaining some traction here when my mom is one of the top commenters on the show. So my mom said, you'll be relieved to know that there are roughly 965 toilets in 1 kilometer of urinals at the fairgrounds. Relieved to know. Good one, Mom. So, okay, tonight's beer, we're doing Peroni Nastro Azzurro. And the reason we're doing Peroni, it's an Italian beer, and we're doing it to help out the earthquake victims and honor any victims, people that were killed in the earthquakes in Italy 2 weeks ago. I'm going to put a link to the Italian Red Cross in the description. Please, if you like my video, donate a couple of dollars. I know you can't donate a ton of money, but every little bit helps. It's better than giving nothing. So give a little bit, but let's do this. Peroni. So Peroni actually, they make 2 kinds of beer. They make Peroni Red, which is the original Peroni. It's the most popular beer in Italy. And then there's the Peroni that you probably see here in the United States, which is their premium Peroni called Nastro Azzurro. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But just some quick history on the Peroni brewery. It was started by the Peroni family in 1846 in Lombardy, Italy, which is northern Italy. And then in 1864, they moved the operation to Rome, where it still is today. Ownership changes, as we always have. In 2003, Miller came in and bought the brand Peroni. And then just a few months ago, in April, Asahi Brewers out of Japan, the Japanese brewery, they bought it just a few months ago. But it's still run out of Rome. It's still considered an Italian beer. Nastro Azzurro. So what does that mean? We know Peroni's the family name. Nastro Azzurro means blue ribbon. And you might be thinking, oh, the beer won a blue ribbon. It won a contest for being a good beer. No, it has nothing to do with that. It stands for Blue Ribbon, but it's in honor of what's called the Blue Riband Award, which is an unofficial award that has been given to ocean liners, passenger ocean liners crossing the Atlantic Ocean westbound, like from Europe to the Americas, and the award is given to the fastest one. And it's been going on for almost 200 years. Over the course of history, it's usually British ships that hold this title, but one time in 1933, an Italian ocean liner, the SS Rex, was the fastest ocean liner to cross the Atlantic. So in 1933, we have an Italian one, and so this beer name is in honor of that occasion. Sorry, I said I was sick. Hang on. Okay, as I was learning about the Blue Riband Award, I noticed a ship on the list, a very famous ocean liner that held the title 4 times. Can you guess who it is? The Lusitania. It was sunk by a German U-boat in 1915. And you probably remember this from your history classes, and that helped push the United States to get into World War I on the side of the Allies. So just a little cool history there about the Blue Riband Award. Okay, enough chatting. Let's taste this Peroni beer, all right? A nice green glass. Green glass on a beer bottle filters out some of the bad light, but not much. Brown glasses are much better. Let's give this thing a pour here. As you can see on my whiteboard, this is it's considered well, it's not on the whiteboard, it's a pale Euro lager, 5.1% ABV, which is, not that strong for a beer, just kind of normal. From Rome, Italy, 24 on the bitterness scale, which is just kind of moderate bitterness. We're gonna look for some bread, some people said crackers, grain. I'm gonna taste and see if it's sweet. We'll see if we taste any bitterness in here. The last Euro lager we tasted was Baltica from Russia. That was episode number 2, and we weren't too crazy about it. So let's go ahead and give this a smell. Let's see what we can smell in here. And, caveat, I'm kind of sick right now. It's got that sort of soapy smell that I always taste. I tasted it in Baltica. I smelled it in Baltica. I smelled it in Heineken. A little sweetness, a little bready, but soapy is kind of what I smell. All right, let's go ahead and give this thing. So it's a nice straw hay color. Let's go ahead and give this a taste. All right, here we go. Peroni to the Italian earthquake victims. This is to you guys. Okay, it is kind of malty, kind of bready. It's a little watery, lightly sweet, lightly bitter, mild sweet, mild bitterness, and kind of a nasty aftertaste. It kind of makes me feel even more sick. All right, let me just, a little more just because we're doing a show here, but I don't even want more. Yeah, it's not good. It's just boring. It's boring and watery. It makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up, honestly. Not a fan of it. Sorry, Italy. I like your country. I actually went there with my wife once. It's an awesome place, but I do not feel like this is good. The only thing good about this is that it's cold. I made sure it was cold before I drank it. Yeah, all right, Peroni Nastro Azzurro. Love the name because I love the history behind it, but this beer tastes like piss. And I have 3 kids, and you would say, how do you know what piss tastes like? If anyone watching this has 3 kids, I guarantee you one thing, you've been peed on, and probably there's a 90% chance at one point the urine went into your mouth. It's just a nasty fact. For those of you who don't have kids, someday maybe you can look forward to that. But, okay, I've got to rank this thing like we do. Not a fan of it. I'm sorry, Peroni. Maybe it's good with Italian food. I don't know. Let's give this like a... Yeah, I'm gonna give this like a 30. It's like a 35 out of 100. I'm sure there's worse beers out there, so I'm not gonna go give something horrible, but 35 out of 100. Okay, trivia question for next week. You'll get your name on the whiteboard. Let's see who can jump on this the fastest. It has to do with the Blue Riband Award. I'll spell this down on the screen. Which passenger ocean liner currently holds the Blue Riband title? And when was this ocean liner's maiden voyage? Okay, next week's beer. I want to do one more Oktoberfest beer since we're right in the middle of the Oktoberfest season. This is the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. We did Paulaner last week. So this probably doesn't, I don't know if this really counts because it's an American beer. It's not one of the 6 Munich Oktoberfest beers. So it's more of like an Oktoberfest style beer. But go grab a Sam Adams Oktoberfest and let's do this together next week and we'll compare it to the Paulaner one from last week. I think that'll be really fun. All right, thank you so much for watching my show. I drag myself in here to do this for you guys, and it means so much to me. Every time I see someone view my thing or leave a comment, it means so much. This week, if you like my show, please just give $5 to the Italian Red Cross. Let's give a little bit of help to Italy. They suffered this earthquake. And you never know when you give even $1 how that can affect somebody's life and change the world. One little act of kindness can change the world. So thank you so much. Remember, if you like beer, no matter where you are in the world, even if you're in Rome, Italy, you always have a friend right here in Plano, Texas. Ciao!